And let me tell you, Santa is one bad mother. And he kicks a lot of ass in this movie with the hammer. A very funny opening. This is an action comedy drama. Yeah, I'm reaching maybe a little bit, making it in a horror section, but there's enough gore in there that. Welcome to Miller's Monsters as we go through Violent Night in theaters now. But before we go on, please make sure to hit that subscribe, ring that bell, hit the like button, set yourself up to be notified when the next videos come out. And as always, this is where you look funny at the camera. There we go. Haha, there be spoilers ahead. So Violent Night is directed by Tommy Wirkola, and it stars David Harbour, John Leguizamo, and has Beverly D'Angelo in it. And David Harbour plays Santa Claus in this film, and he does an excellent job. We see Santa Claus drinking at a bar in the beginning, and he's showing his despair on how what's Christmas is turned into, and the children just want, and he's after 1100 years he's thinking about giving it up, and of course nobody believes he's Santa until it's time to go, and he goes up to the roof, hops on his sleigh, and the bar owner goes up there to talk to him, and sees him take off in the sleigh, and he promptly vomits on her head as he leaves from overhead. So it's a very funny opening. This is an action comedy drama. Yeah, I'm reaching maybe a little bit, making it in a horror section, but there's enough gore in there that it could be fit in as a gory slasher horror action comedy crime adventure. So next we were taken to Beverly D'Angelo's family, and she is well-to-do. Let's just say big mansion, her own security team, can pretty much get whatever she wants, and she has a daughter and a son, and she's a ball buster. Beverly D'Angelo is in this, and really doesn't appreciate how her two children, sorry, not siblings, that would just be weird, grew up, and they're going through all the motions for Christmas. At this point, it's a team of mercenaries that come in, invade the home, shoot all the or kill all the security staff, and take Gertrude Beverly D'Angelo and her family hostage. And what they want is, they get them all in one room, and what they want is $300 million that she's stolen from the government that is supposedly sitting in her safe. And like I said, Gertrude, she wasn't a very nice businesswoman as well as a ball buster. Unbeknownst to the mercenaries, which are led by Scrooge, or John Leguizamo, and he also plays a very good baddie in this. He doesn't like Christmas, it was never very any good from him, and he was poor one Christmas and ended up having to go over to sneak out and steal from the other people that were having a good Christmas, and when he was doing that, accidentally ran into his grandpa and he died, and that's why he hates Christmas, yada yada yada. Okay, moving on. So unbeknownst to the mercenaries, Santa Claus was there delivering presents, and found Gertrude's liquor cabinet, and had a few drinks and passed out upstairs. And this is where Santa is suddenly thrust into having to save this family, not because he wanted to at first, but at first he's just trying to save himself. He runs into one of the mercenaries, and they're trying to drag him down. He's just trying to defend himself, and ends up disposing of him, electrifying him with the Christmas star, which is nice. And some others get dispensed with a candy cane, but again, he's all the while, like, what am I doing here, trying to get out. The reindeer get scared and they take off, so he's really stuck fending for himself. And it's when Trudy, one of the children of the brother of Gertrude, try and get that family tree figured out, and She escapes, runs upstairs with a walkie-talkie that the parents told her could reach Santa Claus, and Santa Claus mistakenly grabbed the walkie-talkie off one of the mercenaries, and they converse. And this is where we start seeing the change in Santa Claus, to where this child who really still does believe in Christmas, reinvigorates his spirit, and it becomes more of a matter of saving this young girl than a matter of survival. And we learn a little backstory how of Santa Claus, and he was a badass back in the Viking days, and had a hammer. Sounds like another Viking or Norse god that I know of. And he used to wreak havoc with his hammer and dispose of a bunch of his opponents with it. And they show a glimpse of the bloody hammer, which is funny. I mean, this movie isn't ashamed to say, hey, this is a rehash of Die Hard, okay, 1 and 2, and a rehash of Home Alone in another segment of it. So, but it's not ashamed, and it really is a good time doing it. So, so now Santa Claus is thrust into this, and they're coming after him with guns now, and he's chased into a shed by supposedly the hit squad that was coming to save Gertrude. But like in Die Hard 2, they were part of the scheme, and this is where Santa Claus finds a sledgehammer and harkens back to his olden days and begins to kick ass. And let me tell you, Santa is one bad mother. And he kicks a lot of ass in this movie with the hammer, until finally he is down to just one, and that's Mr. Scrooge, our leader here, and they have an epic battle at the end. And he obviously, Santa's victorious in the end. I'm not going to say too much. It really is a joy to watch this movie, and I'm going to recommend you go see it, so I don't want to spoil too much of it. But anyways, so in the end, Santa has a new zest for Christmas, and instead of being the last Christmas, it looks like there's going to be many Christmases beyond that. And I liked it. I liked it a lot. I laughed a lot in the theater. I was in there with 8 or 10 other people, because I go to the matinee, and they were laughing pretty hard as well. I try to not laugh as loud, but as I said, it's not a new premise. It has Die Hard 1 in it. Santa's John McClane. You got the big bad guy coming in, and then the hit team that's supposed to save Gertrude and the family turns out to be part of the plan. But they never imagined, though, Santa Claus could be as badass as he could been. And I can't say enough about this. The acting's great. David Harbour, I thought, did a great job portraying a bitter Santa in the beginning, and you could feel his heart opening up, near as the movie went on more and more, and then you got to to where he was really a tough guy, Santa. He was also Hellboy in the newer version of Hellboy as well, and of course John Leguizamo has been in many other movies. He was actually in The Menu, which we talked about last week, and I'm glad to see him out acting again. He took a break for a while, but I really do like most of his stuff, but we won't talk about that one movie with the little Italian dudes too much. So what can you do? They're not, all of them can't be gems. But treat yourself this holiday season. Go out there and see Violent Night in theaters now, and in 2 weeks it's made over 26 million. So it's going to be, I think, turn out to be a success. And who knows, next year we may get a Violent Night 2, and we may get a Die Hard 27, whatever number they're on. Who knows? So if you like what you saw, hit subscribe, hit like, sign up to be notified when new videos come out. Share it with a friend. Share it with an enemy. If you didn't like it, that's all right. Any publicity is good publicity, I say. And I will talk to you next time.